Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my NFL Wildcard Weekend previews and analysis. This video is for the AFC Wildcard game between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game will take place at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, who comes in with a record of 11-5, winners of the AFC South. They welcome in the Chiefs, who also finished with a record of 11-5 in that number 5 seed in the AFC, the first wildcard position. And these two teams met just a couple weeks ago in Week 16, a game the Colts won 23-7 at Arrowhead. And, you look for the Colts to try to do some of the same things they did in that game to the Chiefs. And one thing the Colts were able to do that not many teams have been successful with this season against Kansas City was they forced Kansas City into 4 turnovers. And most notably, 3 of those turnovers were from Alex Smith. And if you've been following the Chiefs all year, the name of the game for them on offense has been don't turn the ball over, feature Jamal Charles, be opportunistic on defense, getting after the quarterback and forcing turnovers. They were able to do none of the above, except Jamal Charles actually did average over 8 yards a carry in the game, but even he couldn't overcome the turnovers forced by that Colts defense. So I think that will be something to take note of. And I think it all starts with the fact the Colts had 5 sacks of Alex Smith in the game at Arrowhead. The Chiefs will get Brandon Albert back for this playoff game. His matchup against Robert Mathis, I think, will be a key one. Robert Mathis on the turf, okay, at home, coming off the edge, normally fares very well in the pass rush department while he's at home. Look out for that matchup. Also on the opposite side, look, the Colts have had, probably 2 of their best games here heading into the playoffs. The win against the Chiefs and the win last week against the Jaguars. But that offensive line for the Chiefs has had trouble at times this year. And the Chiefs expect to have Tamba Ali and Justin Houston back, for this wild card weekend game. They were able to rest those 2 last week versus the Chargers. How do those 2 come out? Are they able to put pressure on Andrew Luck like they were able to put pressure on quarterbacks the first half of the season? That still remains to be seen, because the Chiefs, it's been well chronicled. When they've played against above-average quarterbacks, they haven't been able to turn those quarterbacks over with the frequency they were some of the younger quarterbacks they played early in the season. And thus that's led to this Chiefs secondary getting beat for a lot of big plays. I mean, the Chiefs are amongst the top in the league as far as giving up pass plays longer than 20 yards. And something Andrew Luck has began to do here in the second half of the season since Reggie Wayne went down. It took him some time to get acclimated, but he's really spread the ball nice around to guys like, obviously, T.Y. Hilton. You see Kobe Fleener get in the mix. Derek Rogers, who I think is a big addition because it gives him another legit weapon on the outside. You also had Griff Whalen, who had a big game against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. So I think that's the strength of the Colts, is Andrew Luck and his ability to spread that ball around. Donald Brown, now the featured back, the running game has been picking up since he's been getting a bulk of the carry. So, I think that's what you're looking at from a Colts offensive standpoint. And look, with the Chiefs, their offense starts and, to me, ends with Jamal Charles and featuring him. And if the longer the Chiefs can stay in the game and knock it down a lot and not force too much on the shoulders of Alex Smith, the more they can feature Jamal Charles, and to me, the better chance they have of winning this game. I just think eventually, later in the game, we'll see if Alex Smith can lead that big drive that maybe he will have to if this game is close. So if you're asking me to pick a quarterback in this one, I'll side with Andrew Luck at home. But remember, the Chiefs had a very good season, but I still need to see them get over the hump against a good quarterback, especially on the road. Can the Chiefs win a game where maybe they're not able to force turnovers and they're not able to sack the opposing team's quarterback? Because you really haven't seen that basically all season from the Chiefs when they play against a good opponent. So to me, this would be a serious step up in class if they're able to go in Indianapolis and win this game. For Indianapolis, looking to get the first playoff win with Andrew Luck at quarterback, having lost last year, in the wild card round to Baltimore. In this game, though, I like Andrew Luck's ability, in the fourth quarter. I like Indianapolis' defense more so at home than I do on the road, where, remember, they dominated the Chiefs 2 weeks ago at Arrowhead. I think even if Jamal Charles has a good game, the Colts still have the ability to rise above that, as they did a couple weeks ago at Arrowhead. So give me the Colts -2 at home to beat the Chiefs. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll not only be covering every playoff game, but I've already started my NFL draft coverage and NFL offseason as well. So be sure to subscribe. It's completely free. Thanks as always for listening, and have a great night.